Good news, this is easy. So is this. There's only two simple rules you need to know, but there is a catch. You need to know your multiplication tables. But more good news, we've released some shorts to help you out with just that. But first, let's learn those two simple rules. So rule number one, if our numbers have the same sign, then our answer is positive. What numbers am I talking about? Well, if we're multiplying two positive numbers or two negative numbers, then our product will be positive. Also, if we're dividing two positive numbers or two negative numbers, then our quotient will be positive. So it may seem strange to multiply and divide two negative numbers and get a positive answer, but that's just the way it works. All right, here we go. Positive times positive, positive. Negative times negative, strangely enough, positive. Now we're dividing, but still we're looking at the signs. Positive divided by positive is going to be positive, and negative divided by negative is also positive. Now we can go back if we'd like and solve these. We're just going to be looking at the numbers. Now we're just going to completely ignore any sign we see. So 6 times 5 is 30. 4 times 7 is 28. 54 divided by 9 is 6. And 24 divided by 8 is 3. So I got the signs here just to really reinforce that when we have this same sign, our answer is going to be positive. Of course, we don't need this sign if we don't want to. I can kind of mark it out if I want. But think about on a multiple choice test, if you see a multiplication problem and our signs are the same, we know that our answer should be positive. We can kind of cross out our negative answers. Anyways, let's go look at rule number 2. Rule number 2 says if our numbers have opposite signs, then our answer is going to be negative. So if we're multiplying positive times a negative, then we get a negative product. And the order doesn't matter. We could also be doing a negative times a positive. Our product will still be negative. It's going to work the same with division. Positive divided by negative gives us a negative quotient. And if I switch it around, still the same thing, negative quotient. All right, if we look at these, negative times positive, different signs, our answer will be negative. Positive times negative, opposite signs, negative. Same with division, opposite signs, we have a negative, we have a positive, so our quotient will be negative. And here we have a positive divided by a negative, so our quotient will be negative. So again, we can go back through these and solve them if we'd like. 4 times 3 is 12. After I know the sign, I just have to look at the numbers. I can just ignore my negative. 2 times 8, 16. So my answer is negative 16. 60 divided by 5 is 12. So we get negative 12. And finally, 14 divided by 7 is going to be 2. So I get negative 2. Easy peasy. Now, if we scroll down, and I'll write 2 more problems. All right, so we're not going to work these, but we know even with these big numbers, we have a negative times a positive, that our answer is going to be negative. Now, I haven't solved these. If you would, see what you get, leave your answer down in the comments. Over here, we have a negative divided by a negative. So I know my answer will be positive. I can probably do this one quickly, but I'm not going to waste your time. So it doesn't matter how big the numbers are, how small the numbers are. If we had decimals, it works all the same way. If our signs are the same, our answer will be positive. If our signs are opposite, then our answer is going to be negative. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comments. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe. I appreciate it, and I will see you all in the next one.